Welcome, welcome. Have you ever asked yourself, my goals aren't working? Why isn't it working?
Every single day, a lot of people do.
So today's podcast episode is why you're setting goals all wrong and how we're going to help you fix that today.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about why most goals fail. We're going to talk about the process to overcome and why the journey matters more than the destination. And of course, the power of identity-based goals.
Right. So if you've ever set a New Year's resolution only to forget about it in February, which is now, right? This episode is for you because we know the difference. We can see the people that started January 1st. Did you see all those people on social media that said, this year I'm going to do this? And then by February, you see no updates. It's just crickets. Yes. So
Exactly.
We don't want that anymore.
Nope, because today we're going to break down why most people set goals wrong. So, and actually more importantly, how to fix it so that they actually stick.
Yeah. So if you're really tired of like literally spinning your wheels, then really get ready to completely change the way you set and achieve your goals. That's what we did in Life Map Navigator. You can still join us there. You can just go to lifemapnavigator.com, but let's tell you the high level stuff that might help you today.
Exactly. So why do most goals fail? Basically because they're vague, right? They're not specific enough. So for example, the one big one that happened in January was, this year I'm going to be healthier. Yeah. This year I'm going to go to the gym. Well, that's not a goal, right? That's not a goal. That's just a wish, right? It doesn't work like that. Goals need to be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be actionable. I want to be healthier is not an action-based goal.
Right. So, and when you start having parameters around it to make it fit, we refer to those as SMART goals. I add some other little things into our SMART goal framework so you can see what that's like when you join one of our sessions. But really in our Ultimate Life Reset, we teach a method that really makes goals clear and trackable and achievable. And those are the words you have to remember. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it with us. You have to do it with everything you do. Make sure that they work. If you don't know where to even start, you go to our trusty friend Chachi and you type into Chachi, rewrite my goal, whatever that is. So if it was get healthier, using the SMART framework, right? And then what it's going to do is Chachi might come back and ask you questions, right? And then eventually you're going to get to that SMART goal that you're going to be able to at least have parameters around to make it work.
Absolutely. So a lot of people focus too heavily on the result, right? So that's where process is basically kind of takes over the outcome, right? Because you don't focus enough on the process. And that's what makes goals work, right? We focus on, I want to be healthier. But if you don't know what that looks like, or you don't know the process to get there, then the result really doesn't matter. But if you actually focus on those steps in between and fall in love with the process, or the system, as we like to call it, the results actually take care of themselves, right? Because you've actually mapped that out with actionable steps along the way.
You can't just give yourself something like, I want to lose 20 pounds. Like, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. There's no system around it that tells you. So really you need to focus on things like, I want to get healthier, so I'm going to work out 4 times a week. That's an actionable goal, 4 times a week. We can make it even better because we can say, 2 times a week I'm going to walk. 2 times a week I'm going to do strength training for an hour each time. Whatever it is, it's going to be measurable. But again, if you're stuck, you can ask Chachi and say, what's a process-based goal that aligns with my outcome goal? So if you want to lose 20 pounds, what is a process-based goal that aligns with this? How do I achieve this by putting together a system? And Chachi will tell you. It'll start giving you specifics. If you want to say, I want to lose this within 6 months, then it will break it down in micro steps to make sure you achieve that goal.
Absolutely. And the third thing we want to talk about today is the power of identity-based goals. And this is really important to understand how you view yourself, because a lot of people are like, well, I want to be this, but I'm not that. Well, hang on a second. What if we change it, right? If you want lasting change, you need to become the kind of person that you are actually aiming for.
Right. I mean, and it's this one we teach over and over again in all our programs. You can't say, I want to write a book. You want to say, I'm a writer, right? I'm a writer, and shift that identity. So if you want to get healthier, you can say simply to yourself, I eat healthy, right? I choose methods to make it healthy choices for me, right? So you can use, for example, asking ChatGPT to rewrite my goal as an identity-based statement. And then you can say it every single day, right? You can say it to yourself, makes all the difference.
Absolutely. So if you do want to make your goals stick, you want to make sure that you identify with somebody who's in achieving their goals,
Right.
then enrollment is open for the Ultimate Life Reset, ultimatelifereset.com, and start achieving the goals that actually stick.
Yeah, so starts March 5th. Remember, it's 90 days. 90 days, that's all it's going to take to completely change everything that you want in your life and in your business. But you have to commit, right? If you say, I'm ready, I'm willing to do the work, then commit 90 days and everything will change if you're ready finally to do it. If you're listening to us and saying, I need to change, and then you're just shutting us out again, closing this podcast and moving on and doing the same thing that you've been doing forever, you're going to get the same results. But if you're willing to finally commit and move forward, and click that button, join our community. If you want to learn more, you can join for free at themastermind.city. You can join the community for free. Ask people, what are they doing differently
Absolutely.
that's changing their results?